Their intelligence networks were vast, always one step ahead of the slow-moving Roman legions. From its mythical founding, Rome was a state at war, turning a small settlement into an unstoppable empire. Legend says it was founded in 753 BC by Romulus, a son of Mars who established the city through blood and conquest. Following his orders, he was buried in an unmarked grave. His final resting place remains one of history's greatest unsolved mysteries. He attributed his success to the eternal blue sky, Tengri, a belief that drove him to unite all who lived under its canopy. Their greatest early test came from across the sea when the Mongol hordes of Kublai Khan attempted to invade Japan. Twice the Mongols attacked, and twice they were destroyed by massive typhoons, forever known as the kamikaze, the divine wind. In 1215, the Jin capital of Zhongdu fell. The Mongols had breached the heart of one of the world's most advanced civilizations. 1945. The world emerged from the deadliest conflict in human history, but the peace was fragile. The Marshall Plan poured billions into rebuilding Western Europe to prevent the spread of communism. The first major flashpoint came in 1948, when Stalin cut off all land access to West Berlin. The Soviets responded in kind with the Warsaw Pact, cementing the bipolar world order. 1949 also saw the end of the American nuclear monopoly. The Soviets had the bomb. The world entered the age of mutually assured destruction, where one mistake could end civilization. It was the beginning of the end for the communist bloc in Europe. Both sides projected an image of perfect success, hiding the deep systemic fractures that would eventually lead to collapse. The news cycle of the 20th century was defined by this singular overarching tension. The long peace shattered in 1853 when Commodore Matthew Perry's black ships forced Japan to open its borders to the west. Realizing they must modernize to survive, a faction of samurai led a coup in 1868, restoring the emperor to power. The conflict soon turned hot in Asia. The Korean War was the first major proxy battle. It was a war that divided not just nations, but families and generations. Instead, he unleashed forces of change that could no longer be contained. The Cold War reshaped the world's map and its mindsets. Even in sports, the rivalry provided a stage for national pride and tension. As we look back, we remember the cost of the division and the value of peace. The shadows of the past continue to light the path to our future. Thank you for watching. The Berlin airlift saw thousands of tons of supplies flown in daily, defying the blockade. It was a war that divided not just nations, but families and generations. But trust was a rare commodity. Stalin sought a buffer zone to protect the Soviet Union from future invasions. The Red Army's liberation of Eastern Europe quickly turned into an ideological occupation. This was more than a border. It was a divide between two incompatible worldviews. Yet proxy wars continued. The Vietnam War became a symbol of the struggle's human cost. By Christmas 1991, the Soviet Union was no more. The Cold War was over. The search for stability was a constant thread throughout these decades of tension. The competition shifted to the heavens with the launch of Sputnik in 1957. Propaganda became a powerful weapon, shaping public perception on both sides. While the superpowers clashed on the global stage, ordinary life continued, albeit under a permanent cloud of uncertainty. The final collapse was not a single battle, but a slow descent into the shadows of the Dark Ages.